You are now tuned in to the War Party Paranormal Radio Show, where we will be discussing actual audio and visual clips captured during the team's investigations. Hear firsthand eyewitness accounts from fellow team members and special guests. Now smash that like, subscribe, and follow button, and let's get ready to welcome team leader and your host, Eric Vanderlaan, and tech specialist and co-host, Mike Del Toro.
What's up, people? Happy Monday. We changed our backgrounds a little bit here.
For the season.
For the season, yeah, the Halloween season. I'm Eric Vanderlaan, your host of War Party Paranormal and team leader of porn. What am I talking about? War Party Paranormal Research. Where did that come from?
He's gone off the rails, guys.
I know. Michael, pretty serious now.
All right. My name is Mike Del Toro. I am a tech specialist case manager with War Party Paranormal. And Eric is going to try to tell you what we're getting into tonight.
You got more titles than me, by the way.
I know.
That's pretty badass.
But
welcome to our show. We got a good one for you. We got a lot of clips to show you guys. A lot of cool evidence at one of our favorite places in West Palm Beach, Florida, Yesteryear Village. Yesteryear Village, real quick, and you'll probably hear it again, is a historic, living historical museum with a bunch of buildings all over the place. It looks like an old little town. All these buildings, they were going to be demolished, and they rescued them and brought them to this location and restored them. Not only did they bring the buildings, but the spirits came with them. So it's super haunted. Yeah. And every building has a different personality. People see like shadow figures, like walking down like the pathways there between the buildings. They see apparitions. They hear things.
And I was going to say, like,
I'm going to be a security guard there. I'm just going to stay there all night. Yeah.
They have,
services.
They're open during the day, and nothing to do with paranormal, and they just like have their museums open stuff, and all kinds of guests and children and stuff always report like different things, like people like looking out the window of buildings that there's nobody in, and all kinds of reports of stuff. So very active area, a lot of buildings.
Yeah, definitely. And if you're familiar with West Palm Beach, it's right on the South Florida Fairgrounds, which also has the amphitheater. And not to mention, one time we had Darius Rucker playing live while we were investigating, and actually stirred things up. We got some crazy things.
I think they like Hootie.
Yeah, Hootie and the Blowfish. I think they, overplayed some of those songs. But anyway, we're not going to waste any time. And
we actually got two intros.
And I got to look for them because Mike,
I got them. I'll roll it.
Okay, go ahead.
Can you make a noise for me?
What is that?
Right there.
Thank you. up, everybody? I'm Eric. I'm team leader of War Party Paranormal, and I got my partner here, Mike, and we're doing an event tonight over here at the Riddle House. And not only the Riddle House, but we're at Yesteryear Village, and it's more than one location, and it's all over the place. So we got groups split out all over, investigating with our team members that are in these different buildings in Yesteryear Village, and they're all haunted.
Yeah, absolutely. And we got, like I said, like he said, we got a couple of our investigators at each one of these buildings. We got the public kind of roaming around between each building, and we're doing a interactive live paranormal investigation. We're going to walk around tonight, we're going to film, we're going to talk to some guests, and we're going to show you what we do and what's going on, see what evidence we capture.
Exactly. And we're going to get ready for the world's largest ghost hunt. We'll be streaming live all around the world, and we're going to be doing the Delco experiment. So
yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Again, to get out and do that. We're going to do it here, right behind the camera. There's this abandoned, old abandoned church they restored. That's here in Yesteryear Village. Super haunted, very active, and we're going to do it there. So,
all right, peace.
We'll see you guys in a little bit.
Yeah, and that was a couple of weeks ago, and it was an active night, and we did get crazy stuff. And yeah, Yesteryear Village, like the most well-known place there is the Riddle House. It used to be a funeral parlor. It was on the first season of Ghost Adventures. I believe Aaron got a 2x4 thrown at him, but we do get crazy stuff in the attic. Not 2x4s, but some pretty cool stuff that you're going to see tonight. And the Riddle House is not the only building, right, Mike? I mean, you got the fire museum.
There's so many. And when we do our public events there, they'll randomly open up different houses. So depending on how many people we have and how many investigators we have, yeah, I mean, there's so many. There's the Bell House, which is a Southern Bell Museum. There's the L Street House, which is an older house.
L Street Murder House.
We call it the Murder House because there was a murder in that house. So
yeah, Asian woman hacked up her husband in the tub.
Yes, Scotty informed us about that. And then we had the old school. There's the church that you guys just saw.
Yep.
There's the bridge tender's house.
Yep.
The Firehouse Museum.
Yep. Pineapple processing plant.
Processing plant. That place has a really crazy little history there too. There's a child spirit there, and then there's a Confederate soldier as well.
He was shot there. They say the blood still stays on the wooden floors. They try to remove it, and it just comes right back. You can actually see it when you go there. So,
and real quick,
freaky.
The child that was there, I guess when the workers would go out during the day, they would lock the children in the building so they didn't get into mischief. And then with the Florida heat and sun, maybe one or two of them, I think, died from heat exhaustion. But we got a good amount of guests with us tonight. We got the team. So let's bring them on. You want to do that, Eric?
All right. So we will start off with the ladies. Mrs. 305 in the house.
What's up, Jenny?
Hi, everybody. Don't mind this.
Franny.
Hello.
Supernatural Eye in the house.
What's up, everyone?
Hey, Franny.
What's going on?
The other half of 305, Mr. 305.
Oh my God. Can't leave this man alone.
Hey.
There.
That's some nice teeth. And
Mom paid for him.
And then our El Puma.
Last but not least.
El Puma.
What is up, everybody? I for all of our Caucasian listeners and watchers, what Armando just held. That's how you say Happy Halloween in Cuban.
Oh,
Happy Trico Tri.
Happy.
Trico Tri.
I was trying to understand it at first. I was like really looking up close, and I'm like, oh wow.
Un Trico Tri.
Armando be with the coffee when you answer the door.
Yeah, right.
He's gonna give people shots.
There it is.
There you go.
Always on the side, clutch.
The other kind of
Damn,
sugar.
dog.
It has to be clockwise because if you do it counterclockwise, it doesn't taste
No,
good.
no, it
comes
messes
out
up the
amargo.
foam.
Forget
Yeah.
about
There
it.
you
I
go.
don't want it.
You can't
you
give
go.
up the secrets, man.
There's a science to it, man. There's a science
Where
to
else are
Cuban
you
coffee.
gonna learn about that besides here?
That's
Come on,
true.
man.
That's true.
Yeah.
Mr.
Ghost
305
and
with
coffee.
the tips.
Yeah.
And Celsius, if you're watching,
Yeah, I got that on my
True.
little.
you can
Wannabe
sponsor the
thingy.
show.
Yeah, we're still
Yeah,
waiting on
definitely.
Celsius.
What flavor you
to
got?
sponsor us.
Okay, I got the tropical one. I think it has pineapple.
I like that
and
one. That's
mango.
one of my favorite.
This
Yeah,
one's
that's a
my
good one.
favorite right here.
That one's good.
Welcome to the Celsius Hour on KGRA Digital Broadcasting
Exactly.
The
Network.
best energy drink out
And
there.
actually, the Yesteryear Village has an important place in my heart because that's where I met El Puma for the first time.
That's right.
Torino. And he joined
That's
the
right.
team. Then
Yeah,
he
we were
brought money.
bonding. We were bonding over a little old Olympus recorder that I had, and he's like, "Wow, I had that like 25 years ago." I was like, "I know, man. I get it." Like, it was awesome though. That little recorder was freaking awesome.
I know. I need to use it more.
Yeah, I love that little recorder. I've gotten some really great EVPs on it.
And our veterans here, Jenny and Armando, they've been going there for quite a while, since the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
So we've
geez.
all experienced crazy stuff there. Franny's the newbie.
Yeah, I am.
Yep, she's been there once, and she broke in her
Once.
Yeah.
her DR60.
No,
right?
twice. I've been there twice.
OMG.
Oh,
Twice.
that's right. Excuse me. Well, twice. It's almost like once. Whatever.
I'm getting there.
It was
One and a half.
It was the first time you went there only once when it was like a private, just the team.
The
True.
best time.
That's true. No, that's definitely true. And definitely that's when I first had the DR60. So I was ready to go. I was like, yeah.
We got some cool clips.
Joseph
from
gave
that
me
night.
some good responses, I'll have to say.
Oh, sure.
As we were saying, the Riddle House is the most famous, but
the most on it.
But it's not the most haunted. I don't think.
What is it?
Depends on the night, really.
Yeah.
True.
But I have this little clip here that Eric is going to explain why the Riddle House is haunted and who and by who.
Somebody hung himself right up there. You want to hear the story?
Let's do it.
So, Joseph was a cemetery worker here. Was accused of stealing money and was upset. And he used to work at the cemetery where this funeral parlor used to be, out east, closer towards the beaches. And when he found out that he was accused, he was really upset. And he took his own life and hung himself in that third floor attic right up there. And we still speak to him. He doesn't like us though. He doesn't like that. But he loves women.
Yeah, and also, little interesting side note. This is the first place that we did the Delco experiments in the Riddle House attic, and we were the first team that was allowed in the attic since Ghost Adventures in 2008. So definitely pretty neat area and very, very active.
So we still get like electronic voice phenomenon with him responding to us like intelligently. He doesn't like men. He loves women. If you like sort of flirt with them, he'll get like pretty funny. So cool.
Might brighten his day up a little bit considering what happened, right?
Yeah. And also a little boy.
Joseph, we're here for you.
You'll see it on the second floor. There's a little like kids room. He fell out of the second story window and died. I'm like all ready for Halloween.
Right?
Music. Yeah.
I'm ready to go back to
I think
yesterday.
Spooky season.
for our people in the
All you
chat,
gotta do is turn around and walk through those gates.
you might all be dressing
Yeah,
up for
bro.
Halloween. By the way.
Bye.
Come on, everybody.
like Homer. Go.
Just an FYI, we might be on the show dressing up for Halloween, so get ready.
Yeah.
An idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, do we have
Not
boundaries
an
on what we
Halloween
can and
party.
can't do?
I'm ready
No.
for that.
I
That's
can't be rated X.
No
I love
boundaries.
that.
Okay.
But how
I'm
about
still
after,
waiting for trick or treaters
after-
to come to my house.
is it after like 10 o'clock? It could be rated X. Joe's gonna go whoosh.
After 9:50.
Yeah, within YouTube's
I'm
the streaming platform.
Yeah, we don't want to be blocked from YouTube. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Takes
No,
off his mask and he becomes a
Speaking
puma.
about YouTube, guys, if you guys are watching right now, subscribe to our channel. We appreciate it. Slap some likes on there. Do what you got to
Please.
do the right thing.
this right
Yeah.
here.
Do
Well,
it.
people got to know about us.
Exactly.
We got good
Spread the
engagement.
word. Tell your family, friends, neighbors, local.
Give it a
Imagine if we had
little-
100 people up in this chat.
Even random people,
A
just
little
start
boop.
yelling it.
Your
Yeah.
cousins.
Spam people with it.
Start messaging people now. Get on the show now. You're missing it.
Tell them all.
But anyway, we'll start with the Riddle House because we've gotten a lot of good activity, and that's the most well-known. But one known fact, they didn't allow anyone in the attic ever since Ghost Adventure's been there. We're the first team to go back in there and investigate.
Big thanks to our co-founder Scotty for that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Scotty.
Very
Yes.
lucky.
Looked it up. Definitely. So anyway, I think Mike, we got some clips that we can show from that place, right?
We got a couple. I mean, I don't know, like, yeah, we got one there, but like real quick, maybe before we jump into that, like, what's everybody's most memorable experience at the Riddle House? Like, Jenny, let's start with you. What's one of the most?
I would say there's a few moments like investigating in the kitchen and asking to hear a noise, and I would hear like bangs and knocks on the wall. So it's kind of like, and it was Joseph kind of confirming to me that he was listening to us. We will be upstairs and you can hear like footsteps upstairs and we're downstairs, I'm sorry, or vice versa. Like we're upstairs and like you hear bangs and knocks downstairs or the doorbell ringing. Like, I don't know if he's just trying to get us to move around or
it's
what?
a little bell, like an actual bell that hangs on the edge of on the top of the door.
That's cool.
And when someone opens the door, the bell will shake and ring. It's
Yeah.
like sort of old school. And like, yeah, we've heard that like go off for no reason. I've seen
All
it
the
like ringing, like moving. And I'm like, what the heck is causing that? It's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So there's one in the kitchen entrance and there's one at the main
Mhm.
entrance,
Mhm.
and there's also supposed to be a
Wow.
spirit of a lady named Mary
Yeah.
that lives in the kitchen area, and supposedly she came attached to one of the items that is in there, historical
She likes to
items.
cook, by the way.
Yeah,
We've had
there's
a
stamps and
conversation with
smells.
her. Mhm.
So let's just go like this. So Joe, what's one of the most memorable investigations or parts of an investigation that you've experienced there?
For me, it's it's kind of like it's one of those things. I used to go to concerts there all the time, and I used to park right outside, right behind the Riddle House is the big parking lot area where the fairgrounds are. And you know, I've always
Your
had
tailgate
experiences.
is
I've always
so
been
big.
into gross. Yeah, exactly. but I've always also been into like, you know, the shows. I would watch Ghost Adventures. I would watch all this stuff. So every time we'd be walking towards one of the concerts, I would like point at the Riddle House from the parking lot to my friends. I was like, that's one of like the most haunted houses like ever, you know? So like finally being able to go, first, it was my first time ever meeting War Party, going to an event. And then getting into the Riddle House, period. That was just a huge moment for me. That was like one of those like, okay, I'm in like a real deal haunted location finally. And then the first time that I ever went as part of War Party, or I got invited to that, I was with Eric, and we're going up the stairs, and I didn't know it at the time.
Moments, by the way.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But we're going up the stairs. It's my first time inside. It's just us two. This place is dark as hell, and I didn't know it at the time. But I get up the stairs, and as soon as I get to the top landing, my camera actually picked up an EVP. So it was like my very first EVP at the Riddle House was that first time, and I hadn't even started investigating yet. It was just walking.
I love camera EVPs.
I love it. It
Yeah.
sounds so creepy. And then, you know what? And then we went into the children's room. We did a bunch of EVPs that night. We got the, you know, cat ball stuff, and it was awesome. It's, you know,
Was
I
that
have so
from
many.
the clip that I had when the cat ball was going off in
No,
Jacob's
that's
room?
the first time that you went.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah.
You're right. That and when we went up there, you and I. But But yeah, man, I have a lot of special memories with the Riddle House. It's not the house that I investigate the most at Yesteryear, but it's one of those places. It's like I did it. You know, I'm here. You know,
it's the Disney World of the paranormal.
It's the real. Yes, Yesteryear very much is. I love it.
Armando.
Ooh, okay. So before I get into the two most memorable moments for me there, I would say so. A couple weeks back, me and Jenny were actually walking to go see Wu-Tang. That was actually playing in the amphitheater.
Wu-Tang.
ODB.
Wu-Tang. So yes, and get your financial advice from Wu-Tang Financial.
Exactly. Got to diversify these loans.
Exactly. But we were walking, and from the children's room on the second floor, I saw something on the window, and it was kind of like looking at us, and then it kind of disappeared to the side. There shouldn't have been anyone in there at that point in time, and the show started at, I think it was 7:30. I don't think there should have been anybody there at that time, but I would say the two highlights that I would have. Shout out to Sarah Trainer. The last time that we investigated, we did the parlor on the first floor, and we had busted out with our portal, and Jenny just started picking up random like cookies, plastic cookies, and coffee that was there in the parlor, and in the portal, one time it specifically said star-shaped cookie or star cookie. And everybody in the parlor was amazed. And then my second moment was going to the attic and seeing the Delco for the first time. I mean, I still look at you guys do the Delco, and I've done the Delco, and I'm still like amazed by it. But it's
a different
memorable
experience every time.
Yeah. Yes,
it is, and it almost, now that we're doing it with more and more people,
I don't like
not
the
only is
flashing
it different.
lights.
Not only is it a different experience for, each time, but for every person, it almost seems like some people get visuals, some don't. But no, very cool, and I would agree with you. Franny, did you investigate the Riddle House when you were there?
I did the first time, and the only time actually, because I've only been there once. But definitely, I was like, because I've only been there once. But I definitely have to say it was very memorable for me. Just like Joe said, you hear so much about it. Yeah, I mean, you hear so much about it, like watching on Ghost Adventures and growing up with that and all that fun stuff. So you're like, this is the Riddle House. And I remember before I met you guys and I joined the team, like I don't remember, like maybe it was like 8 years back or something. I called Yesteryear Village to see how much it would be to rent that place out. I think it was about, I was going to say $2,000 to $3,000. I was like, I can't afford that. Sorry, excuse me. Anywho, I was like, I can't afford that. But anywho, so it just definitely, that was big to me. And I just remember we did the attic. It wasn't really active that night, I must say, but the attic for sure. When we went up there, that was the first time I used the DR60, or I owned it. And then we had some really good EVPs. I think Matt was there too, Supernatural Spectrum. So that was really cool. I was freaking out because I hate cockroaches, and that's like my worst fear.
I was just thinking that the roaches.
I think it was really embarrassing, and I think on film you could see me freaking out. I was like, like it was
not embarrassing because they were.
So I wonder if it was Joseph like making like get this girl out of my attic. I have no idea, but I definitely got some really good responses. Like Joseph telling me us to F off, but just really
got a clip of that.
I think somebody busted out the FLIR too, and we were seeing the roach like crawl around with the FLIR.
That's cool.
Oh no, that was my thing. I was freaking out. I was like, I'm acting like a baby.
Do you want? Let's show that. Do you want to show that EVP of that? What Franny was just talking about?
Yeah. Here we go. Listen carefully. Have any personal experiences here?
Well, at the Riddle House. When I went upstairs, something touched my back. I got boom. See, I got goosebumps on it, you know. And I've heard noise. I go by there sometimes, and I'll look up at the top. Look like somebody's standing in the window. Yeah, stuff. Well,
they're friendly ghosts, right?
Yeah.
The attic window.
Huh?
The top.
The attic window.
Oh, the attic.
The attic.
And what happened in the attic window?
Well, I guess that's where he hung himself or something.
Joseph, he was.
He's supposed to have hung himself up in the attic. So that's where.
That's where all the spirits are up there.
I guess if Eric just left. Getting like that Eric's not here anymore. Do you like that way here, Joseph?
I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, that was a good one.
What a great place to break in your DR6 too.
Yeah, Jasper's ready to go.
So we're burning up the time. I'm gonna jump right into another clip right there from the team at the Riddle House.
Do it.
So it just said elemental and then hell.
Yeah.
No.
No, hell.
And elemental.
And last but not least, don't leave home without it. And I got two of them just in case if I do leave one. Our trusty DR60s. We pretty much have all the ones that are on sale right now on the internet. We love these devices.
This came out in the 90s and discontinued because people that were using them were picking up voices, so they stopped making them. And now it's like the mecca of recorders. Like we get crazy stuff on this. We call it electronic voice phenomenon. So basically, it can hear things at higher frequencies that the human ear can't hear.
Hi, Joseph. Do you remember us?
Can you say their names if you remember them?
Hi, Joseph. Do you remember us? Can you say their names if you remember them?
I heard the Eric part, but I can't remember the other part. I can't.
And something, yeah.
Let's go upstairs. Don't be hating.
I can hear it now, actually, and Mike. You can hear it better now.
I could almost hear it, yeah, when I was playing it back, but it was too late for me to even put there. Like I heard Eric and then you could barely hear. Like maybe we cut him off. We stopped the recording, but
very good.
What's that, weird? We have like Ghost are our friends. Like how weird is that? Like we build relationships with them. They know us. Like why not? They're people, right? We're there talking to them, hanging out.
Yeah.
You know what's the wildest part of that whole clip was for me was that shot of all of us in the attic at one time. It just goes to show that they don't build houses like they used to anymore. Because that was a lot of weight hanging out in that one spot right there. So.
Oh yeah, the Veely house too, right?
Yeah,
yeah, dude.
Oh my god, yeah.
All right, so the porch creaking last weekend. Eric, what's we got the pineapple house is usually pretty active, right? Oh yeah. Tell us a little bit about that. Okay, so the pineapple processing plant, I believe this was like built, I want to say in the late 1800s, maybe. So they used to process, the pineapples, and from what I heard is the adults that used to work out in the fields, I think pretty much like they were like servants there, probably not getting paid much. They would lock their children in that processing plant. And mind you, there's no power, there's no air conditioning. So those kids would be locked up there all day in that heat. And there's another story that an old Confederate soldier got shot and killed there. And you can see the blood still there on the floor, on the wooden floors.
Yeah, I think he got shot nearby and then kind of like wandered and found it.
Hobbled in, yeah.
Yeah, and then kind of passed there. But there's also like you said with the child, me and Joe had probably one of the wildest experiences. With the
You're
REM
the
pod.
only one.
What's that?
Yeah.
There's always crazy experiences in there. It's weird.
Yeah.
It sort of gets quiet for a while and nothing ever happens. And then when it does, it's crazy.
That place
erupts.
is either hot or cold for sure.
Yeah.
I have a clip here. I know you have a clip too from there as well.
Let's similar experiences.
Yeah, which is wild.
Part there, yeah.
So let's throw that up there. And this was Joe and I were here on a private investigation, so we didn't have any guests. It was just us in there.
If you want to communicate with us, if you want to touch any of the devices, let us know that you're here.
If you're here with us, you could trigger one of these devices.
And Richard, are you here with us? Thank you. Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Can we use this device here that you just triggered as if you set it off, we can use that for a yes? Okay. Are you a soldier? Are you a child?
Okay, cool. I'm going to start counting to see how old you are. When I stop at how old you are, can you light it up for me? All right, ready? 1, 2, 8, 9. 9? You're 9 years old? All right. You like playing tag? So tag, you like playing tag? Okay. All right. Can you tag me or Mike?
I got that feeling, that little
Okay.
feeling.
Is that you touching Mike?
That was very
Wow.
good.
Yeah.
And
That's probably the
That
best
was
I've seen
so
in the Pineapple House.
that was so
That was
wild.
an awesome house.
And
The footsteps were they relatively close to the camera? Because you
That was wild.
got them
I was gonna say that was
clear.
clear.
They were going up and down that table. It's a really long table. It goes up about the length of the whole building. And they were pretty much just coming straight up and down most of that time. And we would hear them coming up and
that
down.
video,
You have
we
those
can only,
mannequins too that freak you out.
yeah, they're spooky.
Yeah, creepy. Yeah.
We only can upload like 2-minute clips, so I had to shorten that up, but it was in sequence. There was a couple times there, like it wasn't going off like that fast. Like there was a lot of silence in between that I had to cut out, but it was all in sequence. And yeah, that was definitely a wild night.
It's amazing because we have so much clips that we could do like a 3-hour show just on the Yesteryear Village with all
I
the
know.
evidence
We're
we
gonna have to do a part 3. Our first,
place
you know
is
what?
cool.
That's the most memorable for me. Our first episode was the Riddle House.
Exactly.
And we're on episode 30.
30.
That's
So,
crazy.
Yeah, is that right?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's true.
Eric,
And what I wanted to say, I'm sorry to cut you off. What I wanted to say is the show has gone very popular because folks can tell we don't fabricate stories, we don't fabricate evidence. What you see is what you get, and sometimes if we don't get anything, hey, that's just a part of the game that
ghost
we
hunting.
play.
Yeah,
We're not
I
there
got nothing.
playing with Barbies or GI Joes. We're legit trying to get evidence.
Sometimes we are as trigger artists. Sometimes
I don't play with Barbies. I play with Ninja Turtles. But hey,
I was gonna say
that's another.
I was gonna say nor we cheat our fans for donations either.
Yeah, none of that. So
None of that.
We give you money, we give you things, but we're going to talk about that after I show this next clip.
Oh, nice
Pineapple
segue.
House.
Very good.
Right? Yeah, we don't ask for it, we give it. And anyway,
Will it?
because we're a giving group, we give our services for free. We run
Our time.
contests for you guys. We try to do the best I can to give you the best show ever. So with cool clips. So we work hard for that.
And hugs are free.
Exactly. That's another
Yes,
thing that's
that's true.
free.
Cafecito could be free.
Yeah. So we're gonna go back to that pineapple processing.
That's better than Celsius, by the way.
Yeah. Celsius not
Even
free.
crack.
It's right. It's that caffeine crack, literally.
So yeah,
Sorry,
we
guys.
were with Matt from Supernatural Spectrum and Fran, and we were getting like almost similar experiences in that last video. We got footsteps, and I got the camera that got that, but we also had Jasper.
Yeah.
Jasper in the building.
Yeah,
That was his first time. He was a little shy at first, but he was rolling.
He's the motion activated coffin music box.
No,
So-
that's not Jasper. That I haven't.
Jasper's the DR.
Is
Oh,
the
it's
DR.
Jasper.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Jasper. Jasper.
Okay. Well, anyway, like when we heard the footsteps, that thing went off, and then we were getting EVPs. And also Matt was there. This is the first time he investigated with us. He's, known for Bigfoot and UFOs. So give him a follow. Supernatural Spectrum. But I'm gonna show you a video of our experience there, and it was pretty wild. Here we go.
You rock.
Oh wait, I almost played the wrong one. I'm mixing it up.
Oh, come on.
Here we go. I'm ready. You guys ready?
Get it right. Get it right.
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Here we go. What do you think it said?
Eric.
I thought it said Matt.
My battery dropped.
Really? What's that noise? It's like someone walking, right?
Yeah.
Right. It almost like someone was walking in front of there.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That was weird.
I didn't hear any movement.
Well, I haven't. I mean, I don't see anything.
And then when you hear the movement, that goes off.
Yeah, that's. I don't know.
That's weird.
Oh.
Quick shout out to Ernesto Paez, our team member, and Mr. Rocker himself from Modern Mimes out on tour. He writes a lot of music, and if you like his music, reach out to him. He'll write you music.
So only in Florida will you see.
I was going to say the same thing.
Eric investigating with camo cargo shorts and slides. That's all I noticed.
I can't be comfortable.
That's all I noticed in that video. I was like, look at that. All right, that's
the first thing I noticed.
There's only two
this-
people that wear sandals out. My mom, when I was a little kid, and that was like, hey, you're not behaving good. I'm gonna hit you with this. And Eric.
Oh, why do you think I'll wear them? So it pisses me off. I'm gonna throw
He's
one.
gonna throw it like a boomerang.
Yeah,
exactly.
Hit him in the back of the head.
Catch it.
All right, so Eric was talking
That's
about.
hilarious. I remember that night. I was like, really?
Eric was talking about giving some
Lord.
stuff away. Eric, you want to go ahead and talk about that a little bit more?
Oh yeah. By the way, if you guys don't know, we're running a little contest, right, Mike?
Yeah, a little promotional deal.
Yeah. At the end of this month, we're pulling out a winner, right?
Exactly.
Oh,
So
And what are you gonna win?
Yeah.
Joe, what are you gonna win? Tell me.
a $50
They're gonna
gift card to
win.
the Ghost Hunter store.
And un besito.
Ooh.
Y un besito.
So listen,
We'll get
guys,
a private message from Joe going.
yes, you will
One and
also
only.
get a
block him.
private message from Joe.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
A DM.
It's paranormal. I
With-
promise. I'm married.
With a date and time.
Hey,
where
the
you
women
can
It's a ghost
receive
kiss.
this.
So, guys, real quick, all you have to do.
It's
to
not after
enter-
10 yet.
All you have to do to enter to win the $50
Lord.
gift card to the Ghost Hunter store is drop a comment, not in the live chat, but the actual comment to this episode. And the code word that you're going to comment in there is going to be History and Haunts. That's the name of the event that we hold at Yesteryear Village. So History and Haunts, throw that down there and you'll be entered in for a raffle to win a $50 gift card to the Ghost Hunter store. And now we're going to roll a little...
Oh, wait, real quick. So people know, if you're local, this weekend we're having an event there. So get your tickets before they sell
Come
out.
see Eric in his slides.
Slide right in.
Wow.
Slide
Right
through.
in.
That's hot. What's up, my paranormal peeps? I'm Eric Vanderlaan, and I'm the host of War Party Paranormal Radio, and also the team leader of War Party Paranormal Research. And we got an exciting announcement to let you guys know tonight, and it involves stuff like this, and my co-host is going to tell you all about it.
What's up, guys? I'm Mike Del Coro with War Party, obviously. We are a technical team, and we always have people ask us, where can we get equipment like this? Well, you can get it from the ghosthunterstore.com. We got a nice little sponsorship worked out with them. We're going to be doing some giveaways, so stay tuned. Very, very cool, and go check them out at theghosthunterstore.com.
Peace. And Mike, real quick, everybody's a winner. Even if you don't win that drawing, what else can you win? Like, everyone can win.
Anybody that hears this out there, if you go to the Ghost Hunter store and when you're checking out, if you use promo code Ghost Gone Wild, all one word, you'll get a discount on your purchase.
All right, thank you.
And that's from us to you and the Ghost Hunter store.
Exactly. Check them out. They got some cool stuff.
So I can't believe it's already 43 minutes into this 1 hour show.
Yeah, we got a lot more to show.
We do.
Buckle your
We're probably gonna run over a little bit, guys. So if you want to continue watching us, you could always tune into our War Party Paranormal YouTube, and we'll stay on probably for a little bit so we can get through all this. But real quick, so our listeners on the KGRA side can still hear some of the evidence. I'm going to play this guy. This is Joe and Franny in the Bell House, and we caught an amazing EVP there. Help me.
What the
Please help me.
That
was clear.
Do you want to ask?
Help me.
Please help me. That's freaking nuts.
That was the clearest one I've heard.
Awesome.
Does not surprise me. That Bell House is super
Big.
active.
That was my first time
so
there
good.
too. It was so cool.
Yeah.
That is my favorite house on property besides the fire station.
You do
Anybody
feel it right
that's
away.
watching, hold on real quick. I got to get serious here for a second.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. It's coming.
Why you put the camera on me?
It just defaulted to you.
Yeah.
Anybody that's watching, that says you cannot catch a Class A EVP on a DR60, go listen to that one again. Boom. That's all I got.
Yep. And the other ones we played too. I mean, pretty much. If it doesn't sound good, we're not gonna show it.
Yeah. But that was
critical.
crystal clear. Please,
crystal clear.
Yeah.
And just for anybody that's listening, also Joe and Franny were running this investigation here with the public, and at that time, he gave the recorder to the nice woman that was with us. And left her in the room and with the door open, and we walked away, and we could hear her asking questions, and she was in that room by herself, and that is a man's voice.
Yeah.
And we weren't even in that side of the building. We
were in the complete opposite side of the house. We had the group in the back room, and then we moved her up to the front room because it's a museum for Southern Bell South phone company. So we had her in there, and holy crap. that was freaking awesome.
More mannequins.
I even had a camera angle just shot like shooting right at her.
Yeah.
By herself.
There was one night, so it was Mike, Joe, Jenny, and myself on two separate occasions, but on that same night, the two of us heard disembodied voices on the way to the Bell House.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if you remember that, Mike, but Jenny and I, we were together. We heard what sounded like a woman, right?
That was inside the Bell House. What happened to me that night going to the Bell House was I got like a really a strong feeling, like a pit in my stomach, and that was weird because that doesn't happen. But it was like, and I was like, yo, something's gonna happen, and sure enough, it did later on.
Yeah.
Oh,
real quick, I have to dip. I'm sorry because I'm at work, but Mr. 305, you'll hold it down. Everybody else hold it down. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to everybody and everything.
Thank you, Jenny.
Bye.
Bye.
Subscribe to everything, everybody, and everything.
My Johnny.
There you go.
The kitchen that night, we were doing an investigation, cut off all the lights in the building. And we're standing in front of the refrigerator, and then what we heard and caught on EVP as well, we heard what sounded like a loud banging coming from the inside of the refrigerator out. Mind you, we were standing in front of it. That shook us to the core. And we ended up going to the next room over because that freaked us out.
Well, Mike, I got some Class A EVPs from that place from the DR60. You want to hear it?
Let's do it.
You guys want to see it?
Yeah.
All right. So there's one clip with Carly and I, the Village Tarot Card Witch, right?
Village Tarot Witch.
Carly.
Yeah.
Village Tarot Witch.
Yeah. She used to come and join us at the events, do readings, things like that. But I got a pretty cool EVP. And then Joe and I had another special moment. So it wasn't just the Riddle House, but there's another one there as well.
No, we've hugged each other all over that place.
Exactly.
Hashtag special moment.
Yeah. So I'm gonna roll this one.
Ectoplasm.
We're gonna leave. We wanted to say goodnight. Can you say goodnight back, please?
All right, we gotta go. You can't follow us though. You gotta stay here.
Goodbye.
We're going to be taking off in a couple minutes. Is there anything that you want to tell us while we're here?
I heard you say yes to working for Bell South. Did you work for Bell South?
Definitely got something. Get out of here. Get out of here. And then there was something talking like over
right
me.
before.
There's other ones there that I can't figure out. There's one that's talking over me and one at the very end. But it's kind of hard to make out.
All right, guys. So in about 10 minutes, this is your 10-minute warning. In about 10 minutes, KGRA is going to be switching over to its next scheduled programming. And they got a lot of other great shows. They have a lot of shows on UFOs and cryptids and other paranormal shows. So you definitely want to check them out.
They ship along from Ghost Hunters, MUFON. I mean, Ghost Adventures. I always say Ghost Hunters. Well, people there. Sorry for the interruption. Keep going.
And then?
Nope, Odyssey. So anyway, yeah. So they got a lot of good shows here. If you still want to watch us, you can watch us on our War Party Paranormal YouTube page. You want me to continue, or do you want to go?
That's it. Let's do it, man. Let's see what else we got going on. I think that'll do. We got the Carly in that one. We played that one. All right. So for the world's largest ghost hunt, we wanted to do something a little different, just to try to stand out a little bit. And
this was streaming live, by the way.
Yeah. If you guys are unfamiliar with that, it's
National Ghost Hunting Day.
Go for it, because I'm dying.
Okay, so the world's largest ghost hunt is always on National Ghost Hunting Day. And what it is all these paranormal teams from all around the world are streaming one day live. And they also have a set of questions that we all ask, every team asks, and they see what kind of responses they get, whether it's like Spirit Box, doing EVPs on a recorder. So that's pretty cool. So this is what we did. And I'm going to let Mike let this video roll.
Yeah, so just real quick, I'm sure if you guys are have tuned in before, you've heard about the Delco experiment we do. It's a cross between the Ganzfeld and Estes methods, and that's what we did. And we did it at that church, like we said in the beginning of the video. So we actually set Joe.
Their haunted location.
Yeah, we set Joe in a chair in front of the altar, and then put the tripwire, which is EMF detectors, each one in a circle around them, and then put the Delco.
You're sacrificing him.
It looked like that. Very spooky, but besides the spooky look, we actually did get some really amazing responses. So,
well, Joe was like going through shit when he was marinating.
We call it marinating, but why he's doing his little meditation and getting into
slang
state of mind. Yeah. So
yeah.
And Joe, by the way, I know you were a little concerned that we might have left you in there too long. When I was editing the videos and went back, I could tell exactly the time that you put the goggles on, and when we stopped, and it was 30 minutes. It was 31 minutes. So.
Okay, perfect.
Took forever though.
So parts 2 are we? All right, guys. So this is War Party Paranormal. Eric's filming, and we got Joe back here. We're going to be doing the Delco experiment, something that I came up with and the team's been testing. So it's basically a cross between the Ganzfeld experiment and the Estes method. So red lights over your eyes. I custom made these goggles, and they're going to be listening to a spirit box. And we're going to ask questions. He told me to tap him when he's ready. Now we're going to ask the questions and see what the responses are and if they coordinate with what I'm asking. Shut up. Can you make that stop? Neck is there.
Down.
No.
Hey there.
Hi there.
Hello.
Hi.
What?
What's your name? You know me, I'm Scotty.
Look at me.
I am.
Where are you? Is that you touching this device?
Ready to go.
I'm ready to go.
Can you, do you mind that these people are all here watching?
Get out, mother effer. So, you shouldn't be here. This is gonna be very bad.
What's bad? Remember, guys, he cannot hear
I don't know if I follow.
or see me, especially with those red lights over his eyes, and those are drummer's headphones.
I'm seeing like roses. I'm seeing like visuals of like roses budding.
Could that be because there was a funeral here?
It's Joe.
Joe? What about Joe? What's going on with Joe? Who are we speaking with? Can you tell us your
I'm
name?
literally seeing myself with goggles.
Why are you showing Joe himself?
Dude. Insane.
It's like an acid, it's like what Patty said, it's an acid trip, right? Those with the flowers.
Yes. Speaking from experience, yes. I literally saw
Beatles.
It looked like hundreds of roses just blooming in.
That's wild.
Once.
That's pretty though.
It was beautiful, but it was just like, what the hell is going on here? Like I've had visuals doing this, but like, I don't know if it was this location. I don't know if it was, I was just tapped in so much at that point. This was the hardest Delco on me. And
the thing
like,
with the flowers, it's like an out of body experience. Like people saying like they see like beautiful flowers and stuff like that. So that's the first thing that popped in my head when you said that.
Actually, I think I responded. We cut it off because, like I said, we could only do 2 minutes. But I think I responded. Was that because there was a funeral here? Are you seeing flowers from a possible funeral?
Maybe
things like that. You know, who knows? But you saw. I don't have a clip of this, but I do, but not for here tonight. But you actually said you saw a silhouette of a woman, or it wasn't a silhouette. Mm-hmm. It was actually a
no. At first I saw a silhouette of somebody, and then later I saw a crescent moon with like a circle around it.
That's when Angie came in.
Yeah,
right. That was later on.
Angie's our psychic medium for War Party.
Well, what I feel Angie was also doing with her being there was also pushing it towards me, so I could try to connect better on that level. Because I'm learning that right now with myself.
He's not a medium yet. He's still small.
No, I will not announce myself. Yeah, I'm a triple XL. So I think Angie was actually there for was great, helping me, in my, the way that I see it, she was help pushing that towards me to be able to get this, because I looked back at the video that was sent to me, because I like to rewatch them after, because I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And I feel like if when Angie was there talking, it was kind of just lead down the story. She would keep going, and then I would respond with what was going on. So I was having crazy the whole night.
I have one more clip from the same.
Real quick, I wanted to say something real quick. I want to give a shout out to Justin T. He hasn't been feeling well lately, and we've been sending out positivity towards you and prayers. So hopefully you're getting better. And we're glad to see that you're in our chat. So welcome, brother.
Yeah, thank you.
Justin.
Go ahead. Continue. I threw you off, right?
Yeah.
I think Mike has a clip going.
Yeah, I was looking for it. Give me 1 second. Here we go.
I see my face everywhere with the goggles on.
So they actually made.
I heard a laugh.
What's so funny? So with the goggles on, the Gansfeld experiment, they would test ESP with red lights over your eyes and listen to the white noise. And people, it almost gives you somewhat of a hallucinogenic type.
See triangles.
Triangles.
A lot of them.
We've had multiple people report seeing pyramids and triangles when doing this.
44.
44? What's the significance of 44?
People here.
Yes, there is. So, but Jenny just walked through the door. That just gave me chills. Hi, Jenny. You want to say hi to Jenny?
Michael, don't something.
Michael, that's me.
She's playing.
Who's playing? We're not playing with you. We're serious. We want to establish communication. We want to know that you're here and see if you can give us an intelligent response.
We're here out of respect.
We don't mean you any disrespect or any harm.
That bitch something.
Well, that's not right.
Can you
They
try?
don't hear me.
Can you try again to tell us
12.
how many fingers I'm holding up?
Help.
Help? What do you need help with? How can we help you? Tell us something
Something on the
about
back of something.
I didn't hear what you said. Sir,
I'm seeing like I'm seeing like origami cranes.
I was seeing all. It's after 10. I was seeing all sorts of shit that night. It was freaking crazy. I have never had as intense visuals doing this experience, and I've done it a lot by this point. I have never had it visuals like I did this experience. It was insane. I forgot half of the ones that after watching it this now. I was like, damn it, that's right. Like, damn, that's right. When I saw myself saying that I was seeing myself, dude, I just got like the craziest chills because it was like if I was like standing face to face with myself.
That's so cool. With
the goggles on, and at that point, I felt like it turned for me. Like it was like if the trip went bad. And I was like, take a look in the mirror, motherfucker. Like one of those types of situations, you know?
And you know,
so it was kind of scary.
Yeah, I bet. And what kind of cracked me up a little bit is, you know, I was switching camera angles when I was editing it, like between, and I switched to the back camera I had with the Sony night shot, and the lady walks right in front of the camera and sits down, and you're like, this bitch. I don't know if you noticed that, but it was kind of funny to me. But no, that was a wild session. And then like going back to when Angie, you know, our psychic medium was sitting there, came in a little after, and she's like, there's somebody at the end, because, you know, obviously she has some gifts there. So she was like, there's somebody at the end of the hall, Joe. Who's at the end of the hall? What's going on? What's in his hand? And she's kind of portraying what she is envisioning, and see if Joe can pick up on it. And it was like, she kind of described it like, kind of like Eric's background, a hallway, and there was somebody standing at the end of the hallway. And
which I believe I described it as that way as well.
Yeah.
I think I said I'm walking down a hallway and there's somebody at the end of the hallway.
And then she kept trying to push like you to tell us what was in his hand. And you said, I see a half moon.
Right, crescent moon.
The crescent moon. And Angie kind of told us that what she saw was a guy at the end standing there with, you know, those I don't know what you call it.
Oh, the scythe. A scythe.
Not a
scythe.
A scythe.
A scythe.
Yeah, the half moon. Like you see on the Russian flag, right? Yeah, right. Exactly. And that's what she said she was seeing. Somebody who was standing there with one of those. And then Joe said a half moon, and that's pretty darn wild.
Damn shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna change it up. We're gonna do a dual Delco, and the ladies are gonna do it. We're gonna see what we get.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little Franny and Jenny dual Delco.
Get ready.
Pretty cool.
But right before you guys pulled me out, I don't know if I was like being like pushed, like who is it? Who are you seeing? Like what? I don't remember what questions were being asked.
Yeah, we were pushing hard at the end there.
But I just remember getting like this flash of just this blonde-haired, thin woman with like just hair down to her shoulders, in like a blue dress, and her hand like presented like in front of her, but like down low, like almost above by her belly button, let's say. And when I look back, like when I was talking to Angie after, she's like, "Yeah, I kept asking like, what is she holding? What is she holding? What is she holding?" To see if you would say it. But I saw her hands like if she was holding on to something, but I didn't know what was being held. Like that it's still amazing to me. Like that. Like
I mean, that also kind of lines up with the church, right? Like usually if somebody's walking down the altar, they're holding something, or like during a ceremony or during some kind of a church type event, anything, a wedding, a funeral, a service, they're that's kind of how you stand and when you're walking in a church,
Right.
And then you said the craziest thing was you said the devil's here, you got to go. This is going to be bad, or something of that nature. That was pretty spooky, pretty wild stuff.
But yeah, just a quick thing. We're going to be doing another live soon. We don't have a date yet, but we already got the okay at the old Davies Schoolhouse. And Crow Judah said, "What about a quadruple Delco?
Oh, we
could do that.
We
live.
did a 3 before, a 3-way.
Yeah, we'll step it up. Right?
It was Eric, Joe, and Jenny.
We did a 3-way.
Yeah. That was the Estes.
Yeah, that was confusing.
We're
walking around trying to film everybody, and everybody was
so many angles.
Yeah. Well, what'd be cool is like to put everyone in a different room doing it by themselves in their room with a camera on them, and then you're on there like switching around to like
that we could do during doing a live. Actually, it would be easy to do that. You put the camera there, and then you could flip between boom, 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 and see if anything lines up.
Yeah, but that last time we did the Estes, and you guys were even getting EVPs, so that was pretty
wild
crazy.
Session. That was a good one. Yeah. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Pretty Celsius.
And I kind of like how right before, even at that session with Joe, a lot of the times when Joe was responding, you would see the tripwire going off.
Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah,
that's something that I want to keep doing with the Delco is incorporating the tripwire, because we did an investigation in Hotel Redland, and same thing. We did the Delco with the tripwire. Tripwire was going off. The day that we did the triple, the day we did the triple, Mike had put the tripwire around them, and it was neat seeing the responses. And boom, the tripwire was going off right before.
That's cool.
I think that's gonna be a Christmas present for me.
There's a thing that we've been talking about wanting to do is to try to find some kind of a vital sign apparatus like they use in the hospital, so you can see like the rhythmic beats, heartbeat, and everything, the whole 9 yards. And
we'll measure brain waves, put a helmet on.
Oh yeah,
we want to do that.
We've talked about that as well.
Yeah,
that would be really fun.
I really don't want to just do it. Like I don't know what I'm going to be looking at. I'm not a scientist. I'm not.
But like the CAT scans, like what they put the like.
No, when they have the little sensors on your head and they can tell which parts of your brain are firing.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah, they're like the electro. Yeah, I forgot what the friggin' it's called, but yes, I know.
So we need a if anybody's out there and they know anybody that is
a neurologist who's willing to look at the reading you get from watching the video, watching the activity, everything's synced up.
That's our main goal. I mean, it's a lot of money to buy all that stuff and do it. So like if there's anybody out there who wants to donate some of their time and that knows how to do that, and they'll come out and do a session with us and help us like kind of read through some of the results.
EKG.
Yeah, that would be. Well, that's more for heart.
Yeah,
right.
This would be to measure your brain.
I get that on eBay. Probably an EKG machine.
Well, they have systems that they sell, but it's not the same.
But
it's not the same.
It's not just the system. I want somebody there that knows
what the hell's going on.
That knows that's smarter than me.
Doctor.
Yeah, exactly. I want to have a doctor there that can say, all right, this is what's going on, this is what's happening, and kind of assist us with that. Bring in a specialist.
Doctor's going to be, child, you crazy.
So anyway, Eric or Franny, actually, you have your season 2 coming soon of Supernatural Eye. You want to, and we have a little trailer for that. Mm-hmm. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so I'm excited. I know I had to push it back. Originally, it was going to be released on October 19th. Unfortunately, due to the circumstances with Hurricane Ian, my community was hit hard. So I'm working a lot with that right now, but it will be released sometime in November. I'll make sure to release the date out there. But yes, it's definitely season 2. It's based about War Party, just getting to introduce how I joined War Party. And my investigations. Also, you'll get to learn more about the team itself. So you'll learn a little bit about their biography as the post-interview segment with Mike Del Toro and my awesome editor, Eric, over there. But it's going to be cool because everybody here is going to be on it. And it's all about War Party, in other words. So that's what
that's going to be really cool. I'm going to be, I'm interested to do that as for sure. It's definitely going to be neat and to see everybody's backstory and it'll be fun.
Yeah, I think it's very important to know where everybody came from and how we all come together as investigators. So it's gonna be really cool. I'm excited.
Yep.
So I'm
gonna
get
along so well.
Yeah.
Parafam.
You want me to do
hearts? Like the heart.
There you go. Parafam in the house.
Parafam. Hey.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll that little trailer there, and so everybody can see what you're talking about.
Let's do it. Can't wait.
Coming up on season 2 of Supernatural Eye.
I always do that.
Okay.
Did I hit? Oh, the wall.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Okay. Just making sure. Just making sure.
Probably think that's fun.
Inside my shadow, I can hear you. Am I near you? Inside my shadow, I can smell you. Can I tell you? Inside my shadow, I can love you. I think I need you. Inside my shadow, I can feel you. I've erased you.
So badass.
Thank
We need to see more, man.
Thank you. It's coming. It's coming. I promise.
I can't wait.
Come on, man. You can't
It's gonna
tease
be
us
good.
like that.
I know. I'm sorry. Blame the hurricane. I promise.
So
Thank you, though.
we have like a really talented group of people on our
Yeah,
team,
we
like,
do.
all around. You know, Eric does some amazing editing. Eric edited that for, and we all share clips between investigations and different
Ernesto
things.
writes the music.
Yeah.
Dude,
And
how does he play that
Modern
double
Minds, check it
guitar
out.
thing, man? That
it's a
thing
bass
is
and a
crazy.
guitar. It's insane.
So brilliant. As a
Dude.
band, it's
He's
cool.
super talented.
Badass.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you got 305. They're putting out some awesome content on their social
Thank you,
media.
Thank you.
You know, they do such a good job when we have guests, doing interactive live paranormal investigations. Everybody loves them. They're great. They Armando and Jenny explain the equipment very well. They do such a great job. And
Appreciate you.
You get
and
kick-ass
Joe-
evidence too.
yeah, hell yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
And Joe, don't forget about Joe. He is a amazing history buff researcher.
You're talking about Willis.
What you talking about, Willis?
Tell us a little bit about your podcast.
So I have a podcast. It's called Greetings from Florida. We dig into all the history, weird mysteries, legends, and lore of the Sunshine State. So it's going to be a little bit of everything in this. We got ghosts, aliens, cryptids, true crime, serial killers, cold cases, to some obscure objects. I'm gonna be talking much later episode about just different businesses that have arisen in Miami, like just weird things about the state.
We're crazy down here.
It's fun, man. You know what? And we have a never blue. I saw one right earlier tonight watching TV, and I was like, oh man, that's right. I totally forgot about this and put it down. So thankfully, I live in a state that just keeps on giving. Every day. So
no dull moment in Florida.
Yeah,
never.
man. If you wanna, if you really like, it's a history lesson. I wanted it to be a history lesson, but have fun and tell some fun stories with it. So if that sounds something that you're interested, go check out the show. I'd appreciate it.
It's amazing.
Subscribe, like. I really hope that you guys are enjoying it. Whoever is listening, I truly appreciate it.
Yeah, it's great because I can just listen to his podcast. I don't even have to do some of the research myself. Like he really dives in.
On my way to work and everything. It's just it's so detailed and just how intellectual it is too. Just going really into the history. Joe's really talented at that. That's
he's very methodical and and it comes.
That's my problem.
I was so proud of that.
But you keep everyone's interest throughout the whole thing.
And that's the hard part.
You don't want to stop listening.
Yeah, my biggest thing is when I'm sure you did.
Oh, I loved it. I was like, this is so good. I was enjoying it.
Yeah,
that was good.
Yeah, man. Like I try to dig back as far as possible, get to the root of it, and then hit you with the shit. There's no other. What's Give me some of like the fun shit. All right, you've gotten through all the history. We know where this thing came from, which is my point. I want you to know about this shit. I don't want people to just look and be like, oh yeah, I don't know. No, this place is blah blah blah. I want people to be aware, especially if you live in Florida. Like, love where you're from. And if you're not from Florida, we're not just a bunch of weirdos. I mean, yes, we are, but
yeah, we are.
We got some cool shit that comes along with all the weirdness. So do me a favor, check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. If not, email me and I'll send you a nice, kind reply back. So,
free hugs.
Free hugs.
You can find the show at www.flowweirdapod.com. And
we actually have
for listening.
The trailer for it too. We'll throw that up here in a sec. But yeah, and you know what, Eric, you've been awfully quiet tonight. But I'm gonna say, we appreciate you and coordinating all this madness, and Scotty as well too. Scotty and Eric are just, they're nonstop. Coordinating the events and the different things and the team.
Freaking crazy.
Yeah, you guys work hard, man, at what you guys do, and it's we appreciate you for sure.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna throw Joe's little trailer up here so you can check this out, and it's gonna make you want to go follow it right away because
for reals.
So what's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Florida? I'm sure some of you will imagine soaking up the sun on one of our world-renowned beaches or cooling off in one of our refreshing natural springs. Others will imagine dancing all night in one of Miami's famous nightclubs, or maybe taking in some thrills and chills in one of our many amusement parks. We may be the vacation capital of the United States, but there's a darker side to Florida, one that you may not have heard of. We are home to the elusive skunk ape, and to some of the most well-documented UFO encounters in history. We've been a hunting ground for some of America's most vicious serial killers, and we have more haunted locations than I could even begin to count. The Sunshine State is full of stories like these and more, so come on down south and get ready, because shit's about to get weird. Yay!
Guys.
I just want to do the shimmy or something every time I hear that, and like little banjos on.
Yo,
Who's your editor?
I want to like
He's
run
doing a
down the
great job.
street every time I hear that.
Yeah,
I get so pumped.
Right?
You guys caught me.
You're like going like camping at Peace River.
Yeah, right. I love Peace River.
Yep.
Brooksville, another haunted place.
I like this music.
I was gonna say, what's this background?
This is the music that's let us know that it's winding down towards the end of the show.
Oh, they're kicking us out. Just joking.
You don't have to go home.
It's like it's time for all you guys to go to bed.
But you should probably go home.
Yeah.
People are calling it a night on us already.
It's a Monday night.
True. But you gotta love us on Mondays, though. It's the only thing. You
Hey,
guys have
it's
to
our
do.
show. We can do whatever we want. You guys want to stay
Yeah.
on and BS? We can stop it.
Hey, I don't have
What do you
to
guys
be
wanna
at
talk
work
about?
till 8:00 in the morning. So let's go.
I work.
All right, what are our Halloween costumes for the Halloween show going to be?
We can't tell.
No, it's got to be a
though.
secret.
Yeah.
We can't say. It has
But
to
we
be
are
a-
having a Halloween show, and everyone's dressing up, right, Mike?
Are we doing a theme though?
We don't know yet.
Yeah, that's all a surprise. I'm just throwing it out there.
For the costume, you can just do whatever. Anything you want.
I might do something weird. I mean, scare the kids at the front of my door when they come.
Guys will get arrested on
wish I have trick or treaters.
live.
I really do. I buy all this candy. I go all out with like Halloween decor, and I don't get one trick or treater to come to my house. Not one.
Yeah, and if you didn't buy anything, then like a whole herd of them would show up.
Exactly.
Yeah, I always
That's the way it
have to
works,
as
right?
tradition, and I just end up eating it myself, and I don't need it. It's like I have to give it away or something. But
I think we went out and watched trick or treaters and gave out candy like 1 year, like the first year that we were here, and we're like, all right, fuck it, just leave a basket outside with some candy and we'll refill it as the night goes through. Yeah, we'll go watch a movie, you know.
Well,
I was that jerk off that like was like, ooh, somebody left a bowl out here, stupid, and I was like,
yeah,
this guy too.
That's what happened to us last year.
I used to have that scarecrow animatronic that scare people. You know how like they have a sensor. and
Oh,
it's like,
look, is Weezy going to get dressed up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. She,
nice.
That's scary.
That's my girlfriend there, Kat. She ordered Thumper which is my dog, and the cat costumes. So
Oh, I saw some at Home Goods. I've got my little one. The big one can't fit in one, so I just can't find a size.
I'll send you Maggie's costume.
Is that the one that you just sent me?
Yeah, that I sent you.
That's great. His dog.
Yeah, but stay tuned for that show. It's going to be a good one. Maybe even a lot more clips. Cool paranormal
Spooky clips.
Yeah, for sure.
And
so,
punch.
We're going to wrap this up. Everyone,
Wait, before we start wrapping it up in socials and whatnot, I just want to shout out our other brothers and sisters that always help us out in investigations. So, Ghost Dad JP.
Oh hell yeah!
We have Richie and Steph, Skunk Apes.
Yeah,
definitely.
We got Earl and Marie Tough. Thank you very much for helping
Table
us
tipping
out.
in the house.
Yes,
table tipping. You're a wealth of
Wicked with
knowledge. Thank you. It's great just bouncing ideas off of you. You're a really big part of the group, and I appreciate you guys. Scotty as well. I love you. Thank you for picking me to be a part of this group that I get to have a lot of laughs with and fun. And most importantly, every person in this YouTube right now, I love you guys. Anything you need from me, I'm here.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
We thank you guys, everybody that's watching, the whole team. And
Dantex too. Sorry.
Oh, Dantex. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dantex, you're awesome.
Yes, you are.
He's a moderator for our YouTube channel. He's doing an awesome
Thank you
job.
so much.
He's great. And
Shout out to Gary.
Yeah, don't forget about Gary.
Gary.
We love Gary.
And our other co-founder, Zap.
Yes.
Exactly. There's
Everybody
so many
else
of
on
us.
the
There's
team. There's just too many.
Charlene.
But all of y'all, we didn't forget you.
Justin
we
T,
need
you're a
Angie.
Tupac fan.
Yes.
Keep your head up.
Scotty has a really good idea, and I like it. We should have Earl and Marie on maybe, and we could do a whole episode just on
Yes,
table
it's
history,
that is so good.
and maybe have Scotty come on as well. That would be a great one.
Yep, it's
I
coming.
agree.
So
That'd be really good.
But yeah, no, it's hard to include everybody. We have such a huge team. You know, we try the best we can to not let anybody feel left out or anything. We just, you know, we got 30 people. We got 30 of us. So
we can get 10 people on here at one time, though.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a shit show.
The Brady Bunch.
Everybody just yell. Everybody's just gonna be yelling over
Talk
each other.
over each other. Just go.
Yep. And Gary's right. Everyone has a part in this family. And one person I forgot to mention is Kurt. He helped with Yesteryear with Scotty. So.
Absolutely. Big thank you to Kurt.
Yep.
Who else are we leaving out?
I think I got everyone there.
Angie, we got Nicole.
I said Angie, Nicole, Zap.
Yeah.
Teresa.
Again, Ernesto.
Oh, Teresa. Yep.
Teresa.
So many.
Got a lot
the
of
list
them.
goes on. So, guys, real quick, at the War Party Paranormal website, you can see all our bios on there for the North team and the South team. It has everybody listed there, the bios, links to all our stuff. So, Chessie,
she was on Travel Channel.
Chessie.
Yeah,
she was.
She's a historian.
Yeah, Unknown Expedition. She was on that show.
She's a baddie.
If you got MSN Plus, you'll be able to see it.
Another baddie female on our team.
Discovery Plus.
Discovery Plus, MSN Plus.
MSN.
Watch my news.
Yes,
I didn't know they're still around.
All right. Yeah, they're still around.
So
great show, guys.
Everybody, starting with Armando, where can everybody find you and your lovely wife?
You guys can find me in the club.
Bottles full of bub.
With that cafecito on the side.
Sorry, I every time that I'm on one of these episodes, I kick myself for not saying that, so I had to let it go in this episode. But
thanks.
You guys can find me, like Alex Rodriguez says, in the mean streets of West Kendall. No, so you can find 305 Paranormal on this random platform called Instagram. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it before. YouTube, TikTok, warpartyparanormal.com, and hopefully on another episode pretty soon.
Yes, sir.
Who's next?
Franny.
Oh, sorry. So yeah, you can find me on Supernatural Eye. Instagram, it's supernatural_eye. YouTube, Supernatural Eye. Stay tuned for season 2. That'll be coming out again in November. I just don't want to release a date yet. But it's definitely, I'll announce it as soon as possible. November, check it out. Yeah, it's again about War Party Paranormal. Shout out.
And Jose.
Buenas noches, todo el mundo. Mi nombre es José Turiño. Se me puede buscar en Instagram, en Facebook, en YouTube. Joe Torino. You can find me everything War Party Paranormal, but every one of these guys' videos for the most part. So everything War Party Paranormal, my Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube is at Joe Huntsgoes, and greetings from Florida Podcast. Have a listen, www.floridapod.com. Thank you.
Another new episode on Friday, too. Don't forget.
Yes.
New episodes, Halloween special for the whole month, new episodes.
Every Friday, a new episode, finishing up with the last week of October with a full-length episode. These are a little bit shorter episodes and a full-length episode to close out the spooky season. So
he's
next one is
your
on
earlobes.
Yes. Last week I did the Pensacola Lighthouse. And this week we're hitting Miami and we're going to the Biltmore Hotel.
Ooh.
So, that place is awesome.
Yeah.
I love that
is
place.
somewhere.
That place is cool.
Okay, Biltmore. I may have a hookup for us to go rent a room there. I'm currently working on that right now.
We can all split money and rent rooms there. I mean, I've been there twice, and it's super cool.
So
like it's
but they all got to be on the 13th floor.
Third floor is haunted too. I sit on the third. I mean, anywhere really, but I had 2
That
experiences.
whole hotel, but
yeah,
if you guys are willing to split a room, I can probably get it for like
floor?
$175.
The third floor.
So I got a that just triggered something that I could bring as a trigger object. So I found this at a estate sale the other day. It's an actual silver spoon, and I was just kind of like looking through stuff, and I was like, look at that logo on there. I was like, what is that? And then I flipped it over, and I know you can't see it on the camera, but it says Miami Biltmore, and it says,
what?
Yes.
And it's 1930.
That's so cool.
1939 silver spoon, Miami Biltmore, and it's I could bring it as a trigger object. So from 1939.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
$1.
Let's do it.
At the
Where
estate
at?
sale. Fort Lauderdale, there was an estate sale, and I was driving by at work, and I was like, "Skrrr."
That's so
and
cool.
on my lunch break, and I had to, I just walked around there for an hour. What happened to Eric? Is he muted? Is he saying stuff?
No, he's just watching. Are you there? Yeah.
It's
No.
odd that Eric's quiet right
He forgot
now.
he's on
It's strange.
I didn't get interrupted. And I was like, what's going on?
I think you're muted, Eric.
I think
Eric.
he's actually muted.
Okay.
What happened? You're
No,
mute.
Mike.
He's a modern time.
Eric's like, I hear you guys though. I hear you talking that smack.
What's going on there, Bubba?
Hey,
Don't-
buddy.
Don't worry. I'll
He'll
tell
Do
come
we
you
need
later.
subtitles for him or something?
Oh,
There we
wait a
go.
minute, wait a minute. That's what it was.
That's
I heard
weird.
the book crackle. There you are.
He's back.
I had to switch mics. I don't know what happened with my other mic.
And
I was having a moment to myself. I just wanted to turn myself off. That's all.
So let's do it. I'll rent a room. I don't care. Let's go.
I'm down.
Yeah, for
That
sure.
place is awesome.
Yeah, I'm
If we
working
can
on
get
it.
that suite, that would even be better. But I know it's expensive. But I
If-
have you seen that footage of like that chandelier like swaying like back and forth, and it's like a heavy chandelier. Somebody caught that. Like I don't know if it was like a paranormal enthusiast or actual investigator, but like they went there and they caught some really good footage, and that's wild. I mean, that'd be cool.
They had
So
a film
coworker's,
crew. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, a coworker of mine's girlfriend works at the Biltmore. That's where I'm trying to finagle our way in there.
Yeah.
We'll get the employee rate, so I'm trying to work on
All
it.
right, cool. I still got that one lady that works for the city of Coral Gables. She's like their historian. She said that she's going to try to talk to them, but that was like a while ago. I need to find her name and number and follow up with her.
Yeah.
But if anyone could get us in, like to openly do an investigation, it would be her.
True. Okay.
But yeah,
from
if
what
that-
I've heard is they don't like the negative pub, supposedly. I mean, it's
They haven't
nothing
met
negative
us,
that we
no.
do, but
That was the same thing at History Fort Lauderdale.
Well, if you
Just
rent a room, they really
someone-
can't say anything. The only things have to be careful,
Exactly.
like where you investigate. If
Yeah.
they're in the room,
Well,
like what are they going to say? You know, like
Just
you
walk
can't
around with the recorder
investigate.
on.
Yeah.
Talk to yourself. That's what I'll do.
I would
do that
just
like on a
rent.
regular day.
I would just rent 3
It's-
out of the 6 rooms that Thomas Fatty Walsh was murdered in.
That's the penthouse or the suite. Like that's where he
Yeah.
stayed at. That mobster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the 13th floor. You rent
That's
3 out
probably
of the
Yeah.
6
a couple
rooms.
grand a night.
It's super cool because
If
it's like
anybody-
exclusive too. Like the elevator can only like get a key to go up there. Or something
We're gonna start
like
a
that.
patronage for that suite. It's like a couple grand a night.
It's
We'll
expensive.
accept any
Yeah, do you
donations.
guys want to see us
We'll give
investigate
you some good
the Biltmore?
content.
if
Right.
anybody
Well,
working
cash
at the Biltmore is watching, we're totally not going to investigate outside of the room. It's not gonna happen. No.
All right, guys. So if you want to find any of my content, the easiest way is if you just go to my website, FLA paranormalresearcher.com, and it has links to all my social media and my YouTube and things of that nature. So I'd really appreciate it if you guys would like and subscribe on some of my personal content as well, also on this show and this channel. And don't forget,
Tell your friends about it.
there's a chance to win a $50 gift card from the Ghost Hunter store, our sponsor. You just got to go ahead and comment below history and haunts, and you'll be entered to win. And we'll be doing that drawing in the beginning of November.
Yeah. You still get a discount code whether you win or not. So you can use that anytime.
What's that code, Eric?
It goes gone wild.
Sure is.
That is correct.
There goes. I knew something was coming. I knew it.
No, I'm trying to keep this PG tonight.
I was waiting.
I'm not
waiting
in
who was
that
going to
dirty
break
mood
the
tonight.
ice.
And the code is
Ghost
Yes.
Ghost Gone Wild.
Ow.
What is Ghost Gone Wild for 500? Yikes.
Yeah.
So proud.
No one else is laughing, so we got to put the fake laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Eric, where can they find you, buddy?
All right. So before I talk about myself, I want to let everyone know, especially people that are close to Tallahassee, Florida, that October 22nd, they're going to have the North Florida Paragon, and the likes of Bigfoot Stacy will be there. And actually, Mike and I, War Party Paranormal, are going to be there, and we are running the VIP event, and we're conducting an investigation at the Haunted Warrior Bar in Tallahassee. They say it's super haunted. So, and we're going to do the Delco. So you got to go if you want to try it. If you want to be a sacrificial lamb, get your tickets and go to this event.
Yeah, absolutely, guys.
October
If you want to come
22nd.
investigate with us and try it, come on out. Buy some
That's your
tickets.
opportunity.
Where can they get tickets, Eric?
They can get tickets, and that's a good question. You can look at our
Actually, how about this?
media.
You want to drop it in the comments after the show? If you want to put a
I'll
link
do
in
that. Yep, and also if I get lazy and I forget, you can check out War Party Paranormal Facebook and their Instagram. The links are there.
He's honest.
You can go to Outcast Paranormal. That's
There you
where
go.
Get your tickets. Bam.
I'll put a link there for you guys.
Bam.
And then also this coming weekend, we had our show on Yesteryear Village. We're having an event on Yesteryear Village, and you get to come and experience and see what we get for yourself. So get tickets for that.
Unfortunately,
Will also
Scotty just told us that we are sold out.
We are sold out. Sorry, but no worries.
The whole
no
month.
worries.
That's great.
Because no worries. Because last week we were at Old Davie Schoolhouse Museum, but the following weekend, after Yesteryear, we're having an event at Old Davie. So if you want to come and experience the Delco, you can go there too. And then on the 29th, the Gold Coast Railroad Museum. And then Mike, I believe November 4th? It's this first Saturday in November. I don't have a calendar in front of me, but it'll be our first and ever event at the very haunted Fort Lauderdale Fire and Safety Museum.
Actually, it's at the 12th.
Okay.
November 12th. I won't. Joe and I will not be here, unfortunately.
But I'll be there.
But Eric and
Armando will be
everybody else
there. Franny will be there.
That's
Jenny will be there.
And that place is fire. Get it?
By the way,
Hey.
across
We got jokes.
the street is an empty lot, and there's an old tree where they used to hang people in Fort Lauderdale.
That was the
back
Fort
in
Lauderdale
old
hanging
days.
tree. Yep.
Yep. And unfortunately, the guy that bought the property cut the tree, but the big old stump's there, and it just has a weird, creepy vibe. But Joe, Mike, you were there. It's super haunted, crazy haunted, small, but weird things happen there.
Lonnie.
Wow. Hey, however you got to get your income. One
Hey,
last
you know
thing.
what? I got bills to pay, bro.
Mrs. 305 Paranormal just wanted me to
Inflation's
tell
real.
you guys we are uploading footage of this past weekend. The 305s and Joe went to investigate at the Devil Tree, and we did the Delco there. So we have a lot of evidence that we'll be sharing soon.
Cool.
El Diablo Arbol. Arbol Diablo.
It was really flooded.
Was it?
It was
From the
so
hurricane?
flooded. Yeah, that's that
It
part.
passed by there?
is
That
a
hurricane
shambles.
messed up everything. I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Just,
Yeah.
I mean, thank God I'm alive and I have a roof, but it's like, oh, it's really taken over.
So should I continue? I didn't
Yes.
mention my stuff.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Go
I
ahead.
don't got
Bill.
any. I mean,
The hurricane.
Go
yeah,
ahead.
you can find me Ghost Hunter South Florida, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and also follow War Party Paranormal. And if anyone or you know anyone in the South Florida area that has a paranormal problem, please reach out to us. You can go to our website, warpartyparanormal.com. We don't charge for our services, and we'll be happy to help you. Oh, and a big shout out to our fans, everyone in the chat. So we appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Come back. Tell your friends.
Tell everybody.
Did I do a good job?
You did fantastic.
Everybody.
All right. We're going to take this home. We're going to
Are
take it
you on
home.
the set of Saw?
I am.
Yes. I actually have I have no legs right now.